everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my ice lolly taste test video, Uwe suggested that I do some beer tasting, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Uwe suggested I taste 10 beers, but I think that's too much for one video, so I'm going to split it into 2 videos. Yeah! I haven't tasted any of the beers before, so it's all new to me. So these opinions are from a non-beer drinker perspective. So it should be interesting. Also, after I've tasted the beers, I'm going to be testing myself to see if I can recognize 3 of the beers in an unmarked cup. So let's see how that goes. The quiz question this week is about beer. Surprisingly. In Germany, there is a German beer purity law, das Deutsche Reinheitsgebot. In 2016, how many years old will the beer purity law be? Is it A, 250 years? Is it B, 500 years? Or is it C, 1000 years? Take a guess and I'll tell you at the end of the video. And did you know, fun fact, that in Germany there are around about 6,000 different types of beers. So good luck trying all those out in one lifetime. I went to the shops and I bought some beer from all over Germany to give a good variety in this video. And I also picked up a local beer as well. I think I need some magic to make the first beer appear. That rhymes. Oh, and a glass as well. How helpful. The first beer today is Pilsener beer. And this beer is a Friesische beer, which is from my local area. It's 4.9% alcohol. Oh, I'm not good at this. Alright. Oh, already I can smell the aroma. It's quite a brilliant clarity. I can see right through it. It's not cloudy. The aroma is quite strong. As soon as I opened the bottle, I could smell it. It smells quite herbal as well. The intensity, I would say, is between faint and strong, but the aftertaste is really strong. It does taste bitter as well. The carbonation is quite faint. There's not a lot of CO2 in there. It's not fizzy. The initial taste is good. The most important question is, would I take another sip? It's not a strong no, but I probably wouldn't because the aftertaste is just too bitter for me. Magic for cleaning. Now the next beer. Excellent! Einbecker! Einbecker is a dark Bockbier from 1378, so it's a really old one, and it's got 6.5% alcoholic content volume. This was made in the Einbecker Brauhaus in Einbeck. That's far away. With the next beer. This is always a challenge here. And the next lid falls on the floor. Can I smell the aroma? Actually not. That was probably too much, but never mind. This one is much darker in colour. It's more of a brown than a yellow. I would say it's a copper colour. It looks actually a bit like cola, Coca-Cola. The foam head is not very big. If you can't get an aroma from the beer, it's always a good idea to swirl it around to release the CO2. It has a malt aroma. It smells a bit like grain. It's got a sharp taste to it. Oh yes, this has an intense flavour, and the aftertaste is not so dominant compared to the Jever. Carbonation is lively. I can really feel the bubbles. It's got a pleasant aftertaste actually. The aftertaste is also a bit bitter. Would I take another sip of this? Yes. Yes, I would. I would take another sip. That's a good beer. I like that. And now on to the next beer. Ooh, more magic time. Oh, excellent, isn't it? The next beer that has magically appeared before me is the Berliner Kindelbier. This one is a Weissbier. Das Original zum selber mixen. That tells me that I should mix it with something, but I'm not going to do that today. I've just realized that there's actually something in the bottom of this bottle. It's alive! This one is from Berlin, and it's 3% alcohol volume, and it has a really, really cute logo. Originally, I thought this was for the kids. Kinderbier. But I was quickly corrected and I realized that it does have alcohol in it. Die Berliner Bier Spezialität. So, shall we open you up? Yes, I think we will. Kindle is like a... Whoa! Kindle is like a... Okay, slippery. My favorite part. Oh, What happens if this fizzes everywhere? I'm not prepared for that. Oh, it's very fizzy. I can hear the fizz. Can you hear the fizz? The appearance is cloudy. It's not clear. Also, it looks a bit like apple juice, and I can see plenty of bubbles in there, so it's very carbonated. It smells fruity, like fruity beer, but there isn't any fruit in this. Yeah, and it stays cloudy. It doesn't settle. Just to remind you, I'm not a beer expert, but I do feel like a professional right now. Ooh, that is very sharp. Gosh, I wasn't expecting it to be so strong because the aroma wasn't strong. It's not bitter, but it's not sweet either. It's quite sour. The finish is quite short. The flavour doesn't linger between sips, but it's very intense and very sharp. I'm not too keen on this one, I think. It's just too sharp for me. Yes, perhaps if I did mix it with something, it would taste a bit better. Maybe it's too strong by itself. Would I take another sip? Probably not. Next time I'm in Berlin, I'm going to find out how this is mixed with other drinks and what other flavours there are available. Next one! Yeah, it's the Chiemseer. Chiemseer. As you can probably tell by the blue and white pattern here, it's from Bavaria. Yes, this is a helle beer, which means a light beer. Oops, there's a beautiful lion symbol on the top of the beer. It is a 4.8% alcoholic volume, so it's a little bit higher than the last beer. I'm very curious about this one. It's from the Rosenheim am Inn. Bitte umdrehen. Also, sorry. There's more information on the other side of the label, with some information about where it's brewed. I'll keep that for my scrapbook. This one is a half litre bottle, and it's also a different shape to the other bottles. It's a very nice shape, I think. Oh, very high carbonation levels. The colour is very much like gold. It's a brilliant clarity. It's very clear. It smells quite herbal, quite earthy. Bottoms up. It's a bit bitter. It's a little bit sweet actually. I can taste both sweet and bitterness in it. The finish is long because the flavour stays in my mouth between sips. I can still taste it now actually. It tastes very fresh, I think. Quite lively carbonation. Would I take another sip of this? I just did. I quite like it. It's not too strong. It's not too intense. I think it's time for the fifth and final beer. So, this is a Flensburger Pilsener. This is brewed in Flensburg, which is very near to Denmark. Brewed since 1888, so it's very, very old. They've got a lovely logo on the front of two lions in a ship. Where's the third lion? Maybe it's in the lighthouse. And it's an alcoholic volume of 4.8%. Wait a second, this isn't working. It's got a very special bottle top. It's called a Bügelverschluss. It's something really fabulous. I've never done this before. I just push here. Ah! It smells different to the other beers. Okay, so we can see that the head is quite strong and thick. It seems to be very highly carbonated because of the bubbles. Fun fact, this Schaumkrone here is also called Die Blume, the flower. Yeah. The colour is somewhat straw-like, very light in colour, and it's very transparent and clear. Oh, very intense aroma. I would say that's the strongest aroma so far today. Floral and herbal. But that's just my opinion. Highly carbonated, not excessive, not too much. It's a bit bitter. It tastes very fresh as well. Even after having a sip, the flavour is still there. To be honest, I probably wouldn't take another sip of this. I'm just not a fan of this bitter aftertaste. Now I'm going to do a little blind taste test to see if I can remember which beers I tasted. So let's just magic this beer away. Bang! There we go. Bang-a-rang. Always have the water to clean the mouth. Now we need some cups, which I have prepared here. So with some help from my assistant, I will now test myself. Okay. Okay. That's a really, really strong taste. It's really intense. I think that's the Flensburger. Is it? No! Which other one was strong? This one was strong. I think it's the Einbecker then. Yeah, it's the Einbecker. Alright. Smells fruity. That was that apple one. It was the Berliner Kindle! Yeah! Oh man, that has such a distinctive taste. Okay, number 3. It smells herbal. That's a hard one. I think it's the Jever because it's not strong, but it tastes like a typical beer. So I try. It's not the Jever. Okay. Okay. Oh no. If it's not the Jever, then it must be the Flensburger. Is it this one? Because it tastes so light in colour. Ah, yes, it is. It was my favourite one actually. The quiz question about the beer purity law. This year it's celebrating. It's celebrating 500 years. So the answer is B. B like beer. Yeah, 500 years of German beer purity. Well done if you got the question right. You're a beer expert. I really hope you enjoyed the video and got an idea of different kinds of beer in Germany and some bottle designs. I'll do part 2 sometime soon because it was quite fun tasting beer. I'm not a beer drinker, but I did enjoy this. So thank you very much for watching, and please tune in next week for another Britain Germany wacky video, and until then, take care. Bye. Salsa. Before I take a sip, I'm just going to look at the appearance of the beer. It seems to be light yellow like pea. I'm actually shaking. Let's open up this what is Kindle anyway? Is that Kid? And as we can see, the foam head has already collapsed, which indicates that I just don't know about beer. Wait, oh, I was supposed to say that in my beer tasting video. It's got a very special bottle top. It's called a Bugel. It's called, with some help from my assistant, bottoms up.